What was Tupac and Suge's reaction when Orlando started shooting up the BMW?
Suge just ducked his head, and the first bullet went in his head. Then the next one's hit him. It was like he was doing a breakdown. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder why Reddy didn't get a chase, because I seen him do some shooting before for Suge.
Right. So
You want to talk about that too?
A lot of people is calling Vlad the Feds after KEEFE D chose to go on his show and expose himself and the other people that was involved, tell the story over and over and over, get paid for it, and they think Vlad the Feds because of that. First of all, I don't care. I don't. I'ma still watch Vlad. At the end of the day, we know already. We knew that something was going to happen. We just didn't know when or if it was going to happen. But Vlad was interviewing the police already, talking about something. Oh, I didn't talk to the police, nigga. You had the police on your on your show doing the interview. How can you know? Oh, I called. They called, but I didn't cooperate. Oh, you did more than cooperate. You did 10 times more than cooperate. You done it. Had the person who handed the person the gun, KEEFE D, on your show doing multiple interviews. When KEEFE D, we knew something was up when KEEFE D was like, yo, man, just let him read the book. He was like, no, I got the book right here. You said you handed him the gun. Like, we knew Vlad was trying to get you booked. You was the dummy who didn't know you was trying. We already knew KEEFE D. We knew. We knew Vlad was trying to get KEEFE D booked the whole time, and we let it happen because we wanted this murder to be solved too, or somebody to get booked who was involved with that shit. You feel me? The other boy dead, the other people dead too, I think, or they still alive or still whatever. But all I know is this: you going to jail now. You feel me? You snitched on yourself. You had the situation where he didn't have to snitch on himself, but he said, "Well, since he felt guilty for real." Talking about somebody had cancer, so he wanted to tell the truth. No, you felt guilty. You know what I'm saying? Over the year, and then you kept on telling the story, kept on telling the story, doing interview after interview after interview, multiple interviews, not just on Vlad either. Come on, bro. They not interviewing you for the music. We're not interviewing you for nothing else but to talk about that murder. And now that Vlad done interviewed the cops, the other people around the situation. We done got the whole story. You feel me? Years later, 20 something years later, and now KEEFE D is booked. He calls it on himself. Like it's the dumbest nigga doing interviews on it. You done got away scot-free and you chose to do interviews on, yeah, definitely felt guilty. I think it was a guilty thing. What y'all think? Anyway, it is what it is on that one, Jack.
Can you say how he obtained the gun or who he obtained it from?
We know that he obtained it from a close associate. That a lot of the actual details of who specifically, all that come out at trial, but he obtained it from a close associate of his.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Steve, can you talk about the murder charge if he is not the one believed to have pulled the trigger?
We rock with Tupac. You feel what I'm saying? Now, my man done inspired a generation. He was the first like rapper. You know what I'm saying? The boy who had something to do with him getting killed, we never was really rocking with KEEFE D. Like for no reason. Like think about it. He had no reason to even be famous after that. You feel me? Like we all understood that, yo, this is interesting. We don't like you. Like, I don't know if he thought that we was like rocking with him or becoming fans. We're not fans, you feel what I'm saying? And now that happened, like imagine him when he actually go to jail. You know how many people in there with bald heads and tattoos of thug like it's up. It's up. You got people in there who remember Tupac, who went to jail when Tupac died, and went in there and probably cried real tears in that jail. Like jail was full of Tupac fans, man. And the thing is, it's like we wasn't even rocking with him. We knew what Vlad was doing. Like, don't act like you ain't know. Like, we always anticipating it. You feel what we gonna stop watching Vlad? He be having mob bosses on there snitching. Do you think the mob bosses ain't going to? They're gonna be like, take them videos down. Nope. No, he had all the mob. They started their own YouTube channels now, thinking that everything was sweet. Oh yeah, Sammy the Ball. Yeah, like all of them. They about to round him up. Like, all right, let's go and research more of his videos. We're gonna bring some more people out. More people is going to get booked. Vlad, this is the first time y'all can actually say Vlad is the feds, but this is the first time that we don't really care. Like, it ain't nothing that damn deep. You know what I mean? We ain't do it. Like, he chose to snitch on himself. He chose those words. He chose to write a book about it. So if he didn't get booked on Vlad, he probably would have got booked because of the book. That he got booked for real. So yeah, he was booked with interviews, everything. Like this boy was a whole damn.
Yes, well, under Nevada law, and this is the law in most states in this country, you can be charged with a crime whether you're directly involved or whether you're an aider and abetter. We have an aiding and abetting statute, which provides that if you help somebody commit a crime, you can be equally as guilty. The best example is two guys that agree to commit a bank robbery, and one of them goes into the bank with a gun and actually commits the robbery, and the other guy is the getaway driver. Never went in the bank, but he assisted the guy that went in the bank, so he's equally guilty. That is one of the theories in this case as well. Last question.
Do investigators believe that Davis was the only person behind the plan to kill Tupac, or was he one of multiple people who came up with this plan?
I think the best way to characterize that is Dwayne Davis was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime, and he orchestrated the plan that was carried out to commit this crime.
Yeah, I think Shorty needs to go watch Vlad TV. I don't know what the fuck. Like, why would you even that? Like, how many of us don't watch them hour-long damn interviews? Like, we already know the answers to that. You feel me? Now the statute of limitations, so basically it go like this. First of all, she need to go and watch them damn interviews. I don't know what she tripping. Them old ass questions. Like, we already know as an audience with those damn answers. But when KEEFE D did his statement and got off on the murder or whatever, that was in another state. So when you admit to the same thing that you admitted to the cops to get off on the murder in one state, those rules are not the same in another state. And that's how he got booked. It's not because he already admitted and all that in the statute of limitations or something, but that was in like if that was in Cali or something like that, that was in one state. But then if you go to Nebraska or some shit and you start saying that, they like, wait a minute, you admitted to the murder over there and got off. Not over here. Like, nah, I mean, put your hands behind your back. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like, oh well, bro. You know what I'm saying? Life move on. We got bills and shit. We got other things. We got aliens and stuff coming down. Like, who give a damn? Matter of fact, go check out them alien videos, them conspiracy videos I've been dropping on this channel too. Go check out those. That is more interesting than this right now because it is what it is. Boy, book now. You feel me? I mean, you want to write a book and there you go. You got to start a whole nother chapter in life.